Welcome everybody, new YouTube video. In this video I will be running a 10k in my local hometown and see what time I can reach. So today is the pre-run day, tomorrow is the 10k. I will not do anything crazy today. I'm not gonna go running. I'm also not going to the gym. I'll probably do a little bit of yoga later, some stretches, and do also a little bit of carb loading, which is most of the fun, that you can just eat lots of carbs, pasta, pizza, whatever you want. And another thing for those sort of runs that are not as challenging as like a half marathon or a marathon is that, at least like in my case, I don't have much experience with competition races, so it's always good to get an idea of how the whole pre-run process looks like when you collect your number and you get to know other runners. And especially because this is a local run, I'm also there with my friends. We are arriving together, we're running together, and then afterwards we probably have some food. So there's also fun. But it's good to just get this experience in, like as many races as you can, just to build up the confidence for the actual race day. And in my case, the full marathon is obviously, this is the focus. It is now 20 to 7, so 6:40, and I will have breakfast because today is race day, the 10k. For myself, I like to eat around 2 hours before, maybe even 90 minutes. I don't need to digest 3 hours usually. That is pretty long for me, and then I will be hungry again if I digest 3 hours. However, my race is at 10 a.m. and my wife's race is my race is at 11 a.m. My wife's race is at 10 a.m. So that means if I eat now at 7, I actually have 4 hours. So I'm gonna take a snack with me. The snack is probably gonna be dates with a bit of butter inside, like a sandwich. This is muy delicioso. For brekkie this morning, I'm gonna make obviously carbs, proteins, and a bit of fat. So I'm gonna have toast bread, not that one. Then I will prepare the dates. I'll have eggs. In the eggs I will put tomato, ham, and some mozzarella cheese. So we're gonna make it a bit more interesting, mixing it up a little, and we go from there. So breakfast is done. I'm now gonna prepare my dates with butter. I can't mention it enough times, but this has been a real game changer for me, just snacking dates. Obviously for a 10k run, I'm not gonna stop Hopefully not for taking a pee and also not for drinking, neither for eating, because 10K should be fine to just run through it. But I will have those days probably half an hour before I start, just to give me that extra energy. And the way I prepare them, so I'm gonna take probably 5, let's say 6, maybe I have a couple for after. So I'm just gonna cut them open. Actually, they are open because the seed has been removed already. Then I take a little bit of butter, put it in just like a sandwich. Close it, boom. Also, one thing, I bought these dates I bought from the farmer's market, and they taste so much better than the ones I usually buy from Aldi. It is crazy. They're softer, they are richer in flavor. They're just more delicious. Obviously they're a bit more expensive, but it is worth it because it's like, I don't know, it's like €1 more, I would say. So €1 more for probably this. I also have the other ones here. So these are the ones I usually buy. That's 200 grams. That's also 200 grams. So I think this is 80 cents more actually than these ones. So it's really worth it. However, I still have 3 packages of that. So I will eat them anyway. But if I can, I will buy those ones. Anyway, yeah, so I will snack those probably 30 minutes before the race. I also had my coffee already. And yeah, I'm just really looking forward to it. It is extremely cold. So I will be running with my hat, with my gloves, with a neck protection, a long clothes, everything. So yeah, I'll finish them up and then I'm gonna leave. All right, so the wifey is on the way, 5K. It's pretty good organized for a local 5K and 10K run. I'm surprised. They also have nuts, they have trackers, they have electrolytes and everything. I'm now at my car. I'm gonna also get changed and then I will start warming up. The boys are also coming very soon and it's gonna be a fun run. I'm looking forward. Amoti!
Und Hamburg von Stanley. Herzlich willkommen.
is it. This is it. 10K run, done. I also went to eat already. So let's talk first about the 10K. First of all, I'm extremely happy about my time. I ran 45.5 minutes. So that is pretty good. I had an average pace of 4:30. My strategy was actually to run with a 5-hour pace up until 8 kilometer-ish and then just blast out whatever I have left. But I don't know, I just felt very well in the beginning and I ended up doing like a 4:40, 4:30 pace, and I just kept holding that pace. I think up like kilometer 6, 7, I slowed down just slightly, and then the last 2, I accelerated and I just tried to push as hard as I can. So 45 minutes, pretty good. I'm happy with that. Legs feel fairly good. Let's see how it is tomorrow. Then yeah, afterwards we went to a Turkish restaurant. We had nice Adana kebab, lahmacun, salad. It was amazing, really. Shout out to Kös Urfa in Altena. Always good. Everything went also fairly smooth, from collecting the numbers to putting them on to warm up and to finally start. It was a fairly small run. There were a few volunteers that were, guiding you along the way. But yeah, the atmosphere compared to the half marathon, obviously very, very different. But still, it's great to see that people are doing those volunteer jobs and just help us runners. Evaluating my performance is that I like to check my Garmin watch to obviously check the pace, check the kilometers, but also check my heart rate. And what I realized is that for the first probably 4 kilometers, I was always in zone 3, around 154 to 155 heart rate, which is pretty good. And then at some point, it must have been, I don't know, kilometer 5, 6, or even 7, I just skipped zone 4 and went straight into zone 5, and I was at a heart rate of 174, 175-ish. I got dropped a little bit further, so then I was finally in zone 4, but I never really were running in zone 4. I was just on the brink of zone 5, zone 4, but it felt a little weird that I skipped zone 4, because usually what happens is if I start running, I skip zone 2 fairly fast, especially if I do a tempo run. So that's normal. But to skip zone 4, that was a little weird. Yeah, but otherwise, nutrition-wise, I had my breakfast in the morning, the one that I showed you, and I had a couple of dates before the run, a couple of sips of water, and that was it. And then after the run, I refueled straight away, electrolytes, the rest of the dates, and banana, and then I went for the food. And in terms of like mental preparation, yeah, I went through the strategy maybe a couple of times, what would work out for me. I've done a 10K tempo run just last week, just to get a feeling of how it might feel. And then I also did a fairly quicker run on Friday, which was 19 kilometers with a 5:30 pace. So that was also give me, like the target was to exceed the 10 kilometers and just to keep pushing, not with the same pace that I would do the 10K obviously, but to have a pace that feels a little bit uncomfortable, where you need to push, but also where that the legs are going to be fresh within 2 days. So all in all, as I said again, it went smooth, it went well. I'm happy about the results, and the focus now is again Turin. So 2 more weeks, I'm running my full marathon. I'm pumped, so let's go. With that note, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.